Hold up.
Becky Lynch, calculated.
You miss me?
The Man, Becky Lynch is back with a bang at the biggest party of the summer. In what was the "you will never see it coming" moment of this year's SummerSlam, Lynch made her grand return, and squashed Bianca Belair to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. The originally scheduled match for the pay-per-view was Belair defending her title against Sasha Banks. Reports were going around about Banks missing the event, but WWE continued advertising the match. After Bianca made her entrance, it was announced that the boss won't be able to compete tonight, leading to loud Becky Lynch chants from the fans. However, Carmella was announced as Belair's opponent. But the major twist came after this as Becky Lynch's music hit the stadium to a thunderous pop, and out came the Man after more than 15 months. She took out Carmella before challenging Bianca to a title match then and there. The champion accepted, but much to the shock of everyone watching, Lynch squashed her in merely 27 seconds to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Why did WWE book this? Here are 5 possible reasons. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more wrestling content. Number 5. Becky Lynch's surprise victory was WWE's counter to CM Punk's AEW debut. The whole pro wrestling world has been talking about CM Punk's long-awaited return to the business as he debuted on AEW Rampage last night. Punk even went on to take some massive shots at his former boss, and looks set to be a major face for All Elite Wrestling for the next few years. While there were initial reports of WWE not making any reactionary move to his AEW debut, it's completely possible that Vince McMahon changed his mind. Becky Lynch's surprise return tonight and squashing Bianca Belair to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion has got the fans talking. And this was exactly what the company needed to counter all the hype around CM Punk's AEW debut. Number 4. Becky Lynch would help bump up SmackDown's ratings. Becky Lynch is arguably one of WWE's biggest stars on active roster. While many would claim that the Raw Women's division needed her more, moving her over to SmackDown as the champion was a smart decision by the company. Gone are the days of the Wednesday night wars between NXT and Dynamite. We are into a new time now with the Friday night wars between SmackDown and Rampage. WWE lost the first war to AEW, and Vince McMahon would want to win this second war now. The blue brand is doing pretty well from the rating perspective, and having Lynch on the show will further bump them up. Number 3. A future Becky Lynch vs Sasha Banks feud. The way Becky Lynch made her return tonight, she already has a number of feuds lined up for her. One is definitely against Bianca Belair, more on that in the next slide. Another major feud that she could have on SmackDown is against Sasha Banks. Lynch, in many ways, was a last-minute replacement for Banks, who had to miss the show due to unforeseen circumstances. Whenever she makes her return, she'll definitely bring up the fact that the Man took her spot at SummerSlam, leading to a feud between the two. Number 2. Lack of opponents for Bianca Belair on SmackDown. Many fans are upset about Becky Lynch defeating Bianca Belair tonight to become the new SmackDown Women's Champion. While we do agree that there was no need for Lynch to squash Bianca in that manner, but the EST of WWE might just benefit from the loss in the long run. The women's roster of SmackDown is very thin right now, majorly due to the several WWE releases since the beginning of the year. Bianca Belair has just been feuding with the same few women over and over again. If she had defeated Becky Lynch tonight, who would have been left on the blue brand for her to feud with? We are definitely in for a proper Lynch vs Belair feud after what happened tonight at SummerSlam 2021. Number 1. A possible heel turn from Bianca Belair after getting squashed by Becky Lynch. A wise man once said, WWE fans are fickle. While the whole WWE universe was completely behind the babyface Bianca Belair to win the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania 37, many of those very fans have turned on Bianca after she won the title. Truth be told, Bianca's title reign has not been that great, mostly due to the booking. Getting squashed by Becky Lynch tonight at SummerSlam could lead to a change of character for Bianca, a possible heel turn, and least a new edge to Bianca's EST of WWE gimmick. Bianca Belair had a great run as a heel back in NXT, and she could do the same on SmackDown in the coming months. The brand is presently without a top heel like Bayley and Sasha Banks, and Bianca could be the one to fill that void. This would be much better than simple face versus face feud against the man. Comment down and let us know your thoughts on Becky Lynch returning at WWE SummerSlam 2021 and becoming the new SmackDown Women's Champion. Fans try to hijack Alexa Bliss's match with "We Want Wyatt" chants at WWE SummerSlam 2021. WWE SummerSlam is airing live from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and the show is living up to its hype. The show has already seen some major surprises. Alexa Bliss and Eva Marie locked horns in the mid-card. The fans were not all riveted by the match, which turned out to be a cold affair. But what caught the eye of the wrestling world was the Bray Wyatt chants that filled the arena. The match itself felt like nobody cared about. It was a filler match for the show. For the past few weeks, WWE has been mishandling Alexa Bliss with some poor writing. Therefore, fans are getting fed up with her supernatural gimmick. The character feels stagnant these days, and the fact that it was handed over to her from the Bray Wyatt storyline makes it much more frustrating for the fans. Alexa Bliss won the match with the help of her doll Lily. But what caught the eye of the wrestling world was the "We Want Wyatt" chants during the match. It seems like WWE Universe is still not over with the despondent decision of WWE releasing one of its most popular superstars in Bray Wyatt. It is not the first time we hear Wyatt chants after his release, as WWE fans have been chanting his name on multiple WWE shows. The WWE Universe has shown their frustration towards WWE for their decision to release Bray Wyatt. The fans are so infuriated with his release because Wyatt is one of the few wrestlers in the world with unmatchable creativity. Bray always brings something fresh to the table when the overall output of WWE felt stagnant frequently. Introducing the Fiend character is still considered a masterpiece by the WWE Universe. Therefore, the WWE fans felt betrayed by WWE's decision to release him to balance their books. A major outburst occurred on social media, but most of the fans know these shenanigans won't affect WWE at all. There is still a section of WWE fans who think that the release of Bray Wyatt is part of a bigger plan to bring him back at the right time. Personally, I say, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button, and if you have something to say, please leave a comment.
Oh, let me up with a bright smile on now. Put me in the dark, so won't get lost now. To the moonlight, I